even for a short time, this offense might be without Jamal Charles. What's this offense going to look like without him there?
No difference. You know, I mean, it's the next guy's got to step up. I think Niall and Sean and Cyrus and Jordan Roberts done an excellent job. They're getting a lot of reps right now, and so we just keep going, and you know, nothing changes.
Have you seen improvement in Niall Davis's game since he's been here?
I have. You know, there's a time in camp where most rookies kind of hit that wall mentally, but he's pushed through that, and he's done an excellent job with the terminology, the verbiage. Will he make a mistake every now and then? Yeah, everybody does that, but he's done an excellent job.
There was a play in practice today, early in practice, where Alex was hands off and he was over there. Was that on Niall? I mean,
it was a little bit of miscommunication. Alex has got to be more vocal and understand the situation, and then Niall has to listen to the play, especially when you get tired and a little fatigued. Got to understand the play, and obviously a critical situation backed up.
You talk about this point in camp. A lot of your second-team guys had the dropsies today. Wiley and Bellamy and Lucer and the guys who need to catch the ball weren't. Is that concerning?
Yeah, I mean it's a combination of a lot of things. One, they're thinking, they're pushing through a little bit of fatigue right now. I mean, we've pushed them hard in the last couple of weeks, and you know, sometimes just a lack of focus. But we expect everybody to catch the football. We expect the quarterback to put the ball on the money, and we still have confidence in those guys, and we expect them to make them in the games.
Doug, with Alex playing against the 49ers this week, I mean, I know it's a preseason game, but still the emotion's going to be high for him. You seen any difference in him?
Not really. You know, Alex's personality and mentality has just been even keeled. I mean, that's just what you're going to get with him, and he doesn't get too high or too low, and that's great for a quarterback to have. And you know, I'm sure his emotions, you know, obviously back at Arrowhead, it'll be our first game too, and emotions will run high there, but he'll settle in and get into the game plan and get into the game, and however long he plays, he'll play and he'll do well.
So you don't feel the need to dial him back in that regard?
No, not at all. Just let him go play.
Did you ever play at Arrowhead Stadium?
Yes, I did. Played twice.
With who?
Green Bay. Played with Green Bay.
The Monday night game?
One was a Monday night. The other one was a Sunday afternoon. It was loud. It's a great place.
When football ever-evolving game, but when you look at this offense that you're teaching to these guys, how close is it to the offense that you learned when you went to Green Bay as a player?
You know, it's similar. I say that because the core of this offense has stayed the same. Now, we may practice a little different tempo, but we're using those same plays in our upbeat, tempo practices. So the core is still there. That's where all the principles of this offense. That's how you teach this offense, and then you can expand from there.
So if you pull the string on this offense, it goes back to Walsh in San Francisco.
There's no doubt.
So talk about the level of encouragement you got from that first drive in New Orleans.
Oh, it was a great thing to see, you know, and the way we, just orchestrated the whole thing and managed the whole thing, and our execution was, I don't want to say flawless, but it was good. You know, it was good. Now, there were some things that we did wrong, but we learned from those. 14 plays to open a drive. Whether it's preseason, regular season, is great. We all felt really good.
Watching Alex in these practices, he has one of those, sometimes a lost art for quarterback. He's a very good ball handler. I mean, he's very good at hiding and moving the ball around and so forth. As a former quarterback, is that something you just have to work on every single day?
You have to. You know, we give no indicators to second-level defenders or safeties on defense, and whether you're handing the ball off and keeping your offhand to your belly, or, you know, two hands on the ball for a play fake, we strive perfection from that, and obviously it goes back to his college days when he was with Urban Meyer and how they taught ball handling there, and of course San Francisco, but. It's a big part of what we do, and the movement game and play action pass is critical to that.
As a guy who watches a lot of quarterbacks and has over the last few years, is he as good as there is that you've seen at being able to give himself the extra half second with hand movement?
He does a nice job with that. He pays a lot of attention to his own detail and mechanics and fundamentals, and he's always looking to get better each day, and so we're throwing new things at him and continuing to teach, you know, that part of his game, and he is one of the best at doing it, and we'll just continue. He's great at the movement game, and we'll continue to use that strength.
Who was the best you ever saw?
Well, he was good. I know Peyton's really good at the play fakes. He's always been real good, but he, again, like our guys, they spend time, and you have to spend time at it, and Alex does that with our guys, and we got to continue to get better, though.
Doug, the former players, they call them the ambassadors, the group here, the Bobby Bells and Duran Cherries and some of these people. So, again, as a former player and as a coach with this team, what's it mean to have these guys around? Do you pick their brains? Is it just ooze?
It's great to have them here. That's the history and the legacy of the Chiefs organization. And, anytime these guys come out and can be around practice and our young guys can see that and just talk to them and pick up something from them is valuable.
You encouraging that?
Totally encouraging that. And our guys, they need to be around these guys more. I mean, they laid the path to where we are today. And so much appreciative to those guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Here you got a son.